And we are ready in 3, 2, 1, go. So, welcome everybody to this new episode for the stream. For today, we are going to a deep analysis in each of every card that we got a spoiler from March of the Machine. The pre-release will be on the 14th this week, so on Friday, and let's go deep. I would like to take on this stream by very much interact with each and every one of you, share your thoughts, and let's see what we come up to. What I want to do is to catch any card, try to get every kind of interaction they can have in different format, the space that they can get, what can be better. I would really like for you to share with me your opinion, and let's go. Let's start rolling. So one of the first spoiler that we are going to see today is Urn of Godfire. Urn of Godfire is an one mana artifact, and it says pay 2, add 1 mana of any color, pay 6 and tap, sacrifice Urn of Godfire, destroy target creature or enchantment. Actually, I think that in this kind of format, in every kind of format, actually, that much mana base, it's a little bit too high, too expensive to get to go on to make the effect. So I will say it's a good kind of mana dork. For example, I can see some kind of application in Commander. Also, why not in Pioneer and Standard as well? I don't see it really functional in whatever can be modern legacy and this kind of format. Actually, can be some kind of good mana dork also for the new format, Oathbreaker. I hope you're familiar with it. I guess the format is kind of interesting. I guess some ban list has to be uh, put up together because, for example, Pity Needle and Spyglass Sorcerers is not banned and it should be. As a second card, we have Skittering Surveyor, free generic mana, artifact creature construct. When Skittering Survivor enters the battlefield, you may search your library for a basic like card, reveal it, put into your hand, then shuffle. Of course, this is another good card, and I honestly guess this card has much more application than we suspect. For example, also in decks like Ardent Scales and Steel Stompy, it can be a good card, especially if we are going to look for the old Mirrodin artifacts card that are banned in modern and in the other format. That can be uh, pretty much good. Also because we can sack them on our Arcbound Ravager and make it bigger and bigger. Um, Definitely can be good in the blue-white artifact control deck list that we are seeing now, especially specifically on MTG Arena. And yeah, pretty good card. It's also an uncommon, so I guess it will be pretty much cheap and we can work it out. Third card for today, Phyrexia Archivist, 6 mana cost. It's a 4/5 creature with reach. You can tap, you can pay 2 and tap it. Put target card from a graveyard on the bottom of its owner library. It looks like somehow a surgical, but definitely not so powerful because they can back again tutor it in the format, but in the deck, sorry. But you know, in some kind of format where the shuffle it's not so common, like I would say standard, pioneer, explorer, historic, for when we are talking for the online, that could be fine because they don't have any, or at least they have very few cards to shuffle back and reshuffle the deck and the library and try to get it again. Again, the mana cost is pretty much high, so I don't know. We really need to think about it. Then we have some kind of equipment over here. So we have the kite skull, 2 mana, artifact equipment. Equipped creature gets +1 so and that's flying. 2 mana cost for equipping. I see a lot of better equipment, cheaper, stronger, faster. Hala Oper, another artifact creature and frog, which has a convoke, which is a very good static um, abilities. It's very old style, but still pretty much working combo, the Kiki-Jiki and Chord of Calling combo. You never expect it, so that's why it's functional. You don't expect it, it just happened. Convoke, what does it mean? Your creature can help you to cast this spell. So you can tap your creature and they can pay 1 less for 1 mana creature color. Okay. She will be back in a minute, Athena. Get to your room to see cartoons. Athena, get back to your room. All right. I'm sorry, my daughter is showing up. Athena, go to your room, please. Yeah. Then we have the Bonded Herd Beast. It's a 4 specific 1 green mana. It costs 4 mana and 1 red or Phyrexian as you want. It can be transformed into a 7/5 that has menace and is a 7/5. So good to have it. Always good to have it. Pretty big mana cost, honestly. But at the end of the day, a 4/5 that cost us 5, it's kind of nice. And on the end of next step, on the next turn, we can transform it in a 7/5 with menace, can be our finisher. Definitely only application I see is in standard and maybe pioneer, but the green Stompy has much better creature, honestly. Kinetic Prankster, that's kind of good card to me. It's 2 mana, 2/1, 1 specific, 1 red, and just paying 3 mana and the Phyrexian mana cost. Um, it can be transformed, and it transforms into a good 3/2 that when it dies, each opponent sacrifices an artifact or a creature. That's actually a good card. In my opinion, that's really a good card. It has the correct amount of mana to be paid. Uh, it's working, it's doing stuffs, and why not? You can make every kind of proactive gameplay. What I'm not seeing as very good functional is that this ability to transform it can only be activated as a sorcery, so it will cash out all of our mana in the main phase or second main phase. So that's a bit of a downside. Uh, Definitely the next card is one of the most interesting that I've seen so far. It's the Flywheel Racer. It's a 2 mana free 2 vigilance, and that could be enough for me. Uh, in addition to this, he has a crew one. So in order to make it become a creature, you need to tap a 1 power creature in order to crew and attack. But when you tap it, you can add 1 mana of any color, and of course, you can do it only if it's crewed. But we have the ability to make a lot of cheap tokens. Um, for example, we can turn 2 play the Flywheel Reacher. Turn 3, we can play, for example, Fable of the Mirror Breaker, crew it, tap it, add 1 more mana. We can do a lot of subs. Next turn, of course, we can, with the Fable, we can discard 2, draw 2. If we need more mana as a sorcery token, we can attack uh, with the token made with the Fable, or we can crew again, add specific mana without attacking, so preserving our creature. Um, Pretty good, honestly, pretty good. I can see it working in a lot of decks. It doesn't require specific mana, so actually we can splash it in any deck in which we need to ramp, for example, or we need flexible mana to be paid. I can see it, for example, in a five-color deck. Why not? Easy to go, easy to get. Nice. The next card is Wildwood Escort, which is not that kind of escort. It's a 5 mana free elf warrior creature for specific 1 green. And it says when it enters the battlefield, return target creature or battle card from your graveyard to your hand. If it will die, exile it instead. So it opens up one chapter of our discussion of today, which is battle. Battle is going to be a new permanent card, a new type that of course can be, for example, it can grow up our Tarmogoyf, it can make our Dragon Rage Channeler get Delirium faster, our Annual Heat make Delirium faster. We will go through them later on if we get time. Um, they are kind of interesting somehow. And lot of interaction. You need to cast it. It goes attached to your opponent. It makes stuff. Your opponent has to defend it, otherwise it flips in very powerful stuff or the enchantment. So it's pretty good. um, I would say this card, the Wildwood Escort, it's a bit too expensive for a free. It's a 5 mana free. I am not really happy to cast it, but why not? Why not? It's a card, it's decent. Let's cheer for it. Then we have the Worry Tapspian. One colorless, 1 green. It's a free one cat druid creature. That sounds interesting already. When enters the battlefield or dies, surveil one. Why not? Very good card. Very good card. Actually, I can see it very beneficial in Gruul aggro deck when we splash the red for the channeler and for the big removal like Annual Heat. So I cast it, I surveil, I can put one card in my graveyard. Why not? Also in some kind of let's say in reanimator's deck, why not? It enters, it surveils, it put whatever we need in the graveyard, or if we don't need it, we can control our deck. We can then play bubble, we can then consider again, we can do a lot of stuff with it, and it does the same trigger also when it dies. So why not? Of course, it's weak because just one. It's just one toughness, but it does its job. It looks good. Why not? Definitely a card I would consider in more formats than just only standard and pioneer. I can see very nice application, for example, in Jand, in historic Jand, and not in modern, because the 2 drops in modern for Jand, it's always and will always be Ren and 6. Going up, the Vengeance Earth, it's an instant that says target creature or land you control become a 4/4 elemental creature with haste in addition to its other types until end of turn. It must be blocked. It must be blocked this turn if able. So, what we can do here, for example, we have very annoying, I don't know, Ragavan that we cannot remove. It's on the field. It keeps just attacking, exiling our cards, making tokens. Okay, nice. We can instant make our land become a 4/4, block it, or on the other side, we can make it a 4/4, make it attacked, oblige the defending creature to block. He will die. We will solve a problem, and we still will have our land back at the end of the turn. Good card, really good card. I do see this can be a very, very much interesting card for the mono green deck devotion because they're ramping so fast, they're playing big threats, and why not? They already have a lot of fight spell, but this can be another good add to it. Then we go still with the big, go big or die. Timberland Ancient. It's a 6 mana, 6/5 folk, 4 generic 2 greens. It has reach and trample, and this very nice ability which is forest cycle. So we can pay to discard it from our hand, so it goes in the graveyard, and we can search our library for the forest card, reveal it, put in our hand, and shuffle back. When it says forest, it's very important. It's not saying basic forest. So we can go and take a dual land, a shock land, a triumph, or whatever kind we need. We can do it in the end step of our opponent. It's an ability, so can't be countered unless we are playing Stifle or Disallow. I guess these two that comes to my mind, but really not common card, and I won't waste one of that counter just to avoid me doing a forest cycle. These all of these creatures, I see them potentially in the mono green devotion deck. Looks like pretty much everything is decent stuff to do. Okay, uh, probably this one is the most attracting, the Porter Tracker, because he can work like the Arbor Elf. Arbor Elf says tap this creature, untap a forest, but this card says tap this creature, untap target land. So whatever land we have attached it, for example, Willow Haven or an Utopia Sprawl or an Abundant Growth for double mana or any kind of mana or whatever we did for it, we can take 2 mana from it, like a bounce land, for example, and it's pretty good. It's really pretty good. Also, it's a 2 mana spell, so pretty nice to do it. And it also says choose target battle. If an opponent protects it, remove a defense counter from it. Otherwise, put a defense counter on it. Activate only as a sorcery. Hmm. We still need to understand how this target battle would work and will be um, performing in the game and in the meta. But overall, it seems really legit and really good card in my opinion. Then we have still, as I was saying to you before, a lot of dorks for for the mono green, and then we go to there is Atraxa Fall, which is pretty good. Honestly, pretty good. Of course, it's sorcery stuff. It's not instant, but I mean, destroy target artifact, battle, enchantment, or creature with flank. We can have it in many different application. Why not? Of course, good, really good card. Then we go in the red family. Um, in the red family, I honestly see just this one as a nice as a nice card, I would say, because it has haste. We can tap it and give haste to another creature. For example, I don't know, we can reanimate our Atraxa, put it into play, place this one, tap it, give it haste, attack with the 7/7. Uh, Now we go with the dragons, and dragons are always good, but they always have the problem of big mana cost. What else? I saw a good card yesterday that was. I'm cannot see it again. The Phoenix, but I don't know why it's not showing up here. By the way, um, in the black in the black section of the cards, I think the black cards are the one that has been treated uh, less well than the other one, and I mean, let's just go through them. But nothing really matters in this. You can beginning of your end step if an artifact or creature was put into the graveyard from the bottom of this turn for a 1/1 counter. It's really circumstantial. We don't have much occasion when it happens. Uh, Final flourish can be fine. It's I mean it's a -2/-2 on instant. If we kick it, it's a -6/-6. But the big threats, for example, Atraxa, Elesh Norn, they don't care of this -6/-6. Honestly, I'm pretty disappointed on how they treated the black creatures and the black spells. I don't know. I really don't see. You see, I really don't see anything good enough. And I would say same for the blue cards. Um, Probably this assimilate essence is kind of good because of the battle. I presume there will be a thing in the new meta, and so this counter unless you pay for can be efficient. Going on the white, I would say a very good card can be the Swordsworn Cavalier, 2 mana free one. Uh, he has first strike as long as another knight entered the battlefield under your control this turn. Of course, it can be in a tribal deck that looks great in a tribal deck. This can be nice actually, and exile up to one target artifact, creature, or enchantment you control, then return it to the battlefield under its owner's control. So it's a blink effect then that draws. So it's good. But very, very significant card, in my opinion, in the blue, in the white, in the white section, is an instant that I'm not finding. By the way, it was an instant. It's one generic and one specific white mana, and it says return target spell or creature to its owner end on the cast. You can draw one card. So for whatever is uncounterable, that works because it bounces on your end. Of course, then you need to close the game and shut it off. So it's pretty much it for today on the March of the Machine spoiler. We will continue it tomorrow. I would say around 11 a.m. Uh, when my stream is scheduled. For today, we are now going to launch our MTG Arena and try to climb the ladder. So our arena. Okay. So I saw yesterday evening an interesting deck from CGB, which is Cover Good Blue. It's a good streamer that streams mostly standard. It was a Dimir Tempo deck, and I'm trying to get this deck. Okay. Let's try if we find it out. Where is standard free value dimmer tempo? So basically, the idea behind this deck was to cast a ton of ledger shredders and connive with another creature. I want to show it to you if we can, but pa. Okay, I don't know why it's not allowing me to. I don't know why it's not allowing me to export the deck list, but okay. Let's go back to the plan and try to climb with some merfolks. We can actually keep it on the draw. We can land shoreline. Hello? Discard the collected company, get the second land. Goblins. I like to trade. I actually like to trade every goblin as possible because I don't want them to combo off or having any kind of acceleration. Speaking of which, and we swing here. Definitely we're swinging here. Oof. That's a problem. We want to tap it in main phase. Yup. And now they can suck goblins and shoot me. Yeah. This dies. This is going to die. This is going to die. Okay. Okay, so guys, consider that this is our worst matchup as well as the mono green devotion. So whatever happens, it happens. I'm fine. They can just copy the battle cry, I would say, or the chieftain, and GG. Alright, that's GG. So Pierce can get out, and not much to sideboard actually. Maybe we can put one borrower just to bounce the Muxis, and yeah. It's a bad matchup because they are great creature and we also don't have removal for creatures, so it just happens. It is what it is, and we have to accept that they have better deck for this occasion. We are never going to be faster than them. Never. I want to trade 100%. And let's try to slow them down. their upkeep, we are going to Trickster. So for this turn they are not able to cast the Muxus. And we can do the same next turn. Now we only need to pray that they don't have the Muxus in hand. And okay. Alright. So 110, 15, 18, they are lit anyway. Anyway, they are lit, so it's okay. This is not our matchup, so you know. We already know. We just already know. Let's see what are we facing. Definitely that's not a keep. Much better. We can bottom. No, actually we bottom one breeding pool. Looks like Grixis, but who knows? So the play here is to pass and play X Catcher in their turn, untap, play the Master and swing. We want to counter this one. Yeah, they don't need that iteration. We don't want them to draw cards that they need. We don't. We want to try to lower their land drop as much as possible. So we are going to repeat this play. We're going to X Catcher in end step, then drop the mana and see if we can double spell. Maybe if we get. Can we tap them out? No, it's not worth it. It's not worth it to tap them. We can have it resolve, play, untap, play and swing, or just play and on their turn again go with the collected company. If they have Fatal Push, I'm pretty happy. There we go. We suck it, so if they pay, they will be mana tapped, and we can maybe try to punish them. Now we can mana, pass, and as usual play the X Catcher in their end step. They're looking for the graveyard, so I'm trying to wondering if they have some kind of Croxa card or something like this. A good play can be, if it happens, untap, swing, and if they make any kind of board wipe, then collected company in their turn. Snap, okay. Fatal Push from graveyard. What is he targeting? Always the same trick. Let's try to lower their free mana. And the spell goes exiled because it has no target. Yep. Big play coming, 100%. Even if they counter the collective company, I'm happy because then I can play the master and our Merfolk card unblockable. Okay, they're attacking, so they definitely have another piece of interaction or disruption. Let's see if they counter. Okay, so now a good trick that we can do, whatever is going to target our villain, we can activate our mutavault and make this villain indestructible. So that's a play. And we are holding back this villain, sorry, the mutavault, because if they remove one of our creature, we can then activate it and play it accordingly. Okay, so to me this means that they don't have destructive or disruptive spells in hand, unless they just draw it with Xander Lounge, but we need to provide lethal on board. Now remember that they can activate the all of the stone to make the block. Okay. This was obviously going to happen. I mean, I think that they cycled the Xander Lounge and got the Brothers to the End with that cycle. Pretty lucky. Really, pretty lucky. I want to attack first. We draw. We play, say, Merfolk. We play the Mistbinder, and then we have the Mutavault to block if it's needed. Yeah. So definitely after sideboard, definitely after sideboard, it's going to be a better match for up because we have access to more spell pierce and more mystical dispute. That's a good draw, actually, really good draw. And pass. In end step, we want to collect it company and represent lethal. Three or less. Okay, so we are safe. Yep. Yes. So they don't have the blocker for a big block like the Island, the whole of the Stone Island. What I'm really looking for is to find the master so that we can have island work. Okay, I'm fine. I'm happy, pretty happy. This is a great draw, and they need to block everything because we are representing little. Okay, enter stopped, and whatever merfolk we draw, we can tap the whole of the stone giant, or if we get any +1/+1 effect. Yes, that's good. Good stuff. So definitely we want to pierce, negate, dispute, graveyard 8 stuff. We can cut the shoreline. We can cut the silver kill adapter. And we don't want to go low with the 1-drop because it's useful for us to have it. And we can cut one collecting company and one X-Catcher. Okay. GG from our opponent. I'm happy to shock in order to make as much as disruption as I can. We're still going to hold back because I want to counter whatever it's playing. So it's not going to have any advantage, and I want to punish it for the mulligan. The good draw can be, this one can be a good draw for sure. And end step, we're going to X-Catcher. Iteration, you deserve a counter. Again, no land, but let's hold. Again, we try to play in their step. Okay. I'll pass. push all day. It's okay. And then we pass because we played a trickster in their turn. And then untap and have this video. Okay. And we start to swing now. They can probably Brothers to the Hand or something like this. Yeah. Told you. Told you. Now, next, if they survive, I want to play the Rejuver because okay. All the brothers to then possible. It's okay. How many of them they sideboarded? They can snap, pierce, sorry, push. And push doesn't work. Yup. Nicol Bolas. Okay. Tap your Nicol Bolas. And swing. Good stuff for the dispute. We can either counter resolve, and we are going to counter the spell that they play. Yep. They play the ward. And then we counter the push. Yep. How can you survive? Okay. We sort it out. Good stuff. we try again. Yes, so I like this hand because I can proactively play in my opponent turn, and if I go low in card, I can simple kill Adept to draw, and I can double X Catcher in their turn, so looks fine. We also found the 1 mana drop, which is absolutely great. Yep. On their turn we will X-Catcher. Swing. Okay. Still we have the X-Catcher open. Yes. No blocks. Okay, now we have a blocker, indestructible. Always good to have it. Always good to have it. Yeah. Pay the ward. Pay ward. Okay. Let's see what we draw. Okay. Okay. And we need to stay back. If we draw the master, we are little. Also, collecting company can do it. Come on, master of the pearl from the top. Hop! No. But so since we are dead, we attack. If we draw collected company into the master, we won. No. Alright, it happens, it's fine. Ehi,
Papà, che cos'è quello?
è un gioco.
Che cos'è quell'altro robot?
È un robot, dopo lì.
E che cos'è quell'altro? Cosa sono quelle scolite, papà? Cosa sono quelle goccioline? Ma cos'è quella gocciolina?
It's a water, Athena. It's a water drop.
Wow, cos'è quella piccolina? Wow, cos'è quella? Che cos'è quello che è grande? Cos'è grande? Oh, c'è un altro robot, c'è uno robot. Papà, vedi quelle carte? C'è un altro robot, c'è un altro robot, papà. Papà,
Vedi?
cosa
Two
sono?
robots, due robot. Uno del papà e uno del nostro opponent.
Questo è del robot, è da papà?
È il robot di Athena, papà.
È un robot che dà con la spada, il robot è un robot papà con la spada. Perché due sono spade?
È un robot papà con la spada.
È la tela con la spada?
È Athena with the sword.
Cos'è quella piccolina?
Mwah.
Tata, che cos'è quello?
Which one?
Quello.
This one?
Cos'è quello, papà?
It's a monster.
Cos'è? Perché?
Because it's a bad monster.
Ma perché fatti quelle cose? Guarda, guarda tutti questi posti sulle carte. Che cosa sono queste carte?
They're playing cards, Athena. This is a mana door. This is an instant spell.
Eh?
Get your room. Go. Athena, go to your room.
Bambini, bambini cattivi.
Come on. So now we have the master, so our only concern is to attack. Wait. Yup.
Mas esse já o dia? Onde será?
Now they make the token, they suck it, make it 4/4. We're done. Okay.
الهاتف المطلوب مغلق أو غير مطلوب. يمكنك إرسال رسالة صوتية عن طريق إضافة نجمة قبل الرقم وإعادة الاتصال. The mobile you are calling is switched off or not available. You can...
Un'altra volta. Papà, hai visto mamma?
Cosa è successo a te?
La mia mamma.
She's in the kitchen.
Stavo cercando. Mamma, ho visto, mamma. Non l'ho cercato, mamma. La mamma non c'è.
Dov'è la mamma?
Nello stato da qualche parte. La mia mamma.
È in bagno, amore.
Dice che la mia mamma.
Sono qua.
Mamma.
In bagno. In bagno. Senti che hai?
المشترك الذي تحاول...
Io scendo un attimo che mi metto l'olio e l'acqua.
No, lasciate metto io.
Lo metti tu? Lo vuoi il guantino?
Sì, vabbè.
Per non sporcarti per quello. Poi scende giù il papà, dai.
Papà, questa
Vabbè, viene
adesso la
anche te, no?
C'è
bicicletta.
una bambina qua.
Ah.
Non ha sentito.
Papà, questa adesso la bicicletta, per favore.
Mhm.
E vuoi venire con te?
Però rimani qui sotto, perché papà deve fare una cosa. E rimane qui, la parte dove c'è l'altra parte qua, alla fine dei laterali.
Lore dove ce l'hai?
Allora c'è una macchina dietro il mio sedile, c'è una busta gialla perché si è aperto un pochino.
La mia bicicletta. La mia bicicletta di papà che
E giù da basso, adesso te la do.
è sparita. Le lasciate in basso. Le lasciate
Non prendi
in
acqua.
basso.
Sì, per me sono sempre.
Yeah.
Pane affettato?
Sì.
Vuoi lo scaldo pane?
Madonna. Giulio. Yes. Yes. All right. I need to thanks everyone for watching the stream today on the show. Thanks again. Cheers. Have fun. See you tomorrow.